Hey guys, Ace Trainer Liam here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon WTF Moments. Just a small disclaimer, it is absolutely hot as balls in the UK right now. It's about 31 degrees in my office alone and I am dying. At the end of this video, I'm going to be letting you guys know about a giveaway that I'm doing courtesy of NintendoUK, where you can win a Nintendo Switch Lite along with Pokemon Sword and the Pokemon Sword Shield DLC expansion pass. But I'm going to tell you all about that at the end of the video, so stay tuned and let's enjoy all the WTF moments from Pokemon Season 1, Episode 27, HYPNO'S NAPTIME. The episode begins with Ash, Misty and Brock in what the narrator describes as a brand new city, which basically translates to this is going to be a filler episode because we're not even in a named location. Brock then tells us that we're actually in Hop Town. It's not a city then, is it? A random woman rushes over and clutches Ash thinking that she's his son Arnold. And when Misty asks what happened to this Arnold, the title card for the video just randomly interrupts the conversation. Was there more to this scene? Like, was there maybe a bad taste joke that was cut out of the final edit or something? If so, I kind of want to hear it. So Arnold's been missing for 3 days, and apparently a bunch of other kids have also gone missing within the last 3 days. And for some reason, Misty decides to chime in with,
"My picture's gonna be on posters when I'm a big famous star."
How insensitive is this girl? That's like hearing about someone drowning and being like, "I can't wait to swim in the Olympics." Direct quote from Officer Jenny when she's deciding where to put the latest missing child poster.
Let's see. Where should I hang this one?
Maybe in the only available space? Ash asks Officer Jenny if she's the cousin or the second cousin of the Jenny at Maiden's Peak, and Jenny replies by saying she's actually her cousin's cousin.
Ha 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 ha, they're all police officers and they're all identical and they're all related. Ha 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 ha, it's so funny. Ha 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 ha.
Brock in this scene makes himself sound a little bit too eager to go searching for lost children. He even does a little heh 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 at the end. Yikes. Ash comments that Arnold's mum reminds him of his own mum, but when he thinks about his own mum, the first thing that comes to his mind is a back view. Ash, mate, see a therapist. Also, any kids watching in the West after August 2000 are going to be like,
Wait, what episode is this? And why does Ash's mum have a trophy?
After Jenny says that all the children went missing 3 days ago, Brock asks if they have anything else in common, and Jenny says they don't have a thing in common. Yeah, they do. They're all children. Whatever happened to Pokemon centers looking like hospitals? This one looks like some kind of observatory for scientists studying outer space. Imagine being asked to install Pokeball-themed light fixtures and then putting them white side up. Idiots. Direct quote from Ash to Nurse Joy.
Ah, I bet you're related to the Joy from Maiden's Peak, aren't you?
Of course she is, Ash. They're all related. That's the joke. Nurse Joy says all the Pokemon in the Pokemon Center have been behaving strangely the past 3 days, but I'd argue they've not been behaving at all, because they're all just lifeless. Misty's never seen a Psyduck before. Some water type expert you are, mate. Officer Jenny pulls out this huge device from I don't know where, and Brock says it must be a handsome guy detector. Why would you use that line when it's not even pointing at you, mate? You basically just told everyone that you don't think you're handsome. Apparently the device is a sleep wave detector, which Officer Jenny's been using because lately she's been picking up sleep waves. But how would you know you're picking up sleep waves before you started using the sleep wave detector? Unless she was in on it all along. She's in cahoots! We learn that sleep waves are basically wavelengths that induce sleep, even though none of the affected Pokemon appear to actually be asleep. Not only that, but only after the sleep waves are explained does Pikachu suddenly start to be affected by them. For saying they're on the move literally every single day on their travels, you'd think that Team Rocket would get a more portable sleep wave detector. Also, why does everybody suddenly have sleep wave detectors? Are they some kind of brilliant new fad like Pogs or Loom Bands? Ash, Brock, Misty and Jenny follow the sleep waves all the way to the top of a skyscraper. And what do they find? I kid you not, they find a mansion on top of a skyscraper. Only in bloody anime.
Well, actually, Liam, I think you'll find there are some mansions that are built on top of tall buildings if you do a quick Google search.
Bollocks. Oh no, wait, they actually have? That's insane! Back in a minute, lads, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Direct quote from Dexter.
Drowzee, said to be a descendant of the dream-eating tapir.
I'm sorry, what? A taper? What's a taper?
Well, actually, Liam, a tapir is...
I know what a taper is, numbnuts. I'm just wondering how they know what it is in the Pokemon world. So a Drowzee evolved into Hypno 3 days ago, and these people have been using it to get to sleep rather than use sleep medication. Here we have a perfect example of rich people spoiling all the fun. It turns out these people are members of the Pokemon Lovers Club. Oh, it's just us. You can say DeviantArt. Well, actually, Liam, I don't think they mean lovers quite in that sense. Christ on a bike, I'm so bloody warm. I know, but they could have easily called it the Pokemon Fan Club, just saying. Remember, they chose to use the word lovers. Apparently everyone in this club lives in the city and suffers with insomnia, which is why they've been using Hypno's powers to help them sleep. But I thought Hypno evolved 3 days ago. What were you doing before that? This particular shot of Hypno using hypnosis is just a still image in the more recent edits of this episode, because stupid parents think that their stupid kids will actually get hypnotized by this stupid Pokemon. Honestly, that's pretty stupid. You know what isn't stupid though? Using code ACE to save yourself some money on G Fuel all my life. Oh, I'm drinking Dub Melon Mint. It's a beautiful, refreshing watermelon flavor for this hot summer's day with a lovely hint of mint at the end. Use code ACE to save yourself some money, boyos and girlos and everything in betweenos. When Ash accuses the club's Hypno of being the one that's put all the Pokemon to sleep, we learn that Pikachu has been inside Ash's backpack the whole time. And not only that, but the backpack has been fully zipped up the whole time. The poor thing's probably half dead from heat stroke by now. I kind of know how he feels. Hypno uses hypnosis on Misty, and instead of causing her to become sleepy like the sleep waves are supposed to do, they just make her think she's a seal. I mean, in the context, I know it's probably supposed to affect her in this way because she's also classed as a kid, but it's still really weird. Also, if Misty can be affected by these waves, why was she never affected before? She then runs off into the city, which is arguably the most unseal-like thing a person could possibly do. Also, if she's now on the ground, does that mean she literally ran down all of the stairs in that skyscraper, or do seals apparently use elevators? Give us your Pokemon theories down in the comments below. Direct quote from Ash.
I can't believe there's a park this big in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it is frightfully convenient, isn't it? Who's that Pokemon character? It's Tracy.
annoying.
Listen right, hypnosis or no hypnosis? How in the blue hell is this kid defying gravity and worming his way down this tree? This girl apparently thinks she's a Gloom. Notice that very distinct Gloom-like behavior of sitting on her ass and waving her arms in the air. Very Gloom-like. When Ash asks why all the kids are behaving this way, Brock responds with Pokemonitis. Yes, of course, Brock. Pokemonitis. Inflammation of the Pokemon. That must be it. So at this point, we already know the girl in the puddle thinks she's a Magikarp, but what Pokemon do these other kids think they are? Everybody suddenly realizes that Drowzee's dream waves can cure the children that have been hypnotized by Hypno's sleep waves. And as they're about to head out, Ash just casually hoists Drowzee onto his shoulders. That's right, 10-year-old Ash Ketchum just lifted a 71-pound Pokemon onto his head and shoulders. And apparently he can run with it on his back too. Ash is hench. Team Rocket glide in with plans to steal Drowzee and Hypno, but if they haven't been here the whole time, how do they know it's Hypno causing the sleep waves, or that these Pokemon are even here? Like, I understand that they had the sleep wave sensor thing, but that doesn't explain how they knew Drowzee and Hypno, or even the mansion, were up here. Team Rocket challenge Hypno to put itself to sleep by using hypnosis into a mirror, and Hypno accepts the challenge. Hypno wins the Dumbass of the Year award. Pass it on. Misty tells Ash he's got to do something, even though technically anybody could step in and help. Ash responds by lobbing a potted plant at the mirror in what is arguably Ash's finest example of quick thinking he's ever shown. After Jesse and James wrap up Hypno and Drowzee with whips, James asks why they didn't do this from the beginning, and the answer is simple. It's a stupid plan. The tension on those whips show that the Pokemon in question are clearly resisting, so how did you expect to be able to glide away on your gliders with that happening? In response to James, Jessie breaks the fourth wall and says they had to fill a half hour, but she can shut up because this episode's only about 20 minutes long. Ash sends out Pidgeotto and tells it to use Powerful Gust, which just sounds really passive-aggressive. It's like saying, "Oi, Pidgeotto, mate, can you use Gust, but like, put some effort into it, please? Not that wimpy gust that you always do." Drowzee uses its dream waves to restore all the children back to normal, but not a single one of them says thank you. Ungrateful little shits. Misty and Ash wonder what Pokemon dream about, and Brock tries to play Mr. Know-It-All by saying,
They must have been dreaming about getting stronger and evolving.
"Listen, mate, there's no way you can be certain of that. For all you know, they could be dreaming about eating. That's what I dream about." Direct quote from Brock to Nurse Joy.
What's the matter? A beautiful woman shouldn't have too much to be sad about.
Wow, Brock, you really want to play the nice guy, "You're a hot woman, how could you possibly be depressed" card? Good thing you don't have Twitter, mate, because you'd be cancelled in a bloody week. Nurse Joy can't seem to understand why all the Pokemon are better, but Psyduck is still holding its head. Nurse Joy, who's supposed to be qualified to treat all Pokemon, doesn't know about Psyduck's headaches. Whatever qualifications you've got, Joy, you should probably turn them in. Direct quote from Dexter.
Psyduck, constantly suffers with a headache.
See? It's documented. It's in the Pokedex, and somehow Nurse Joy didn't know this information. Misty falls over and one of her Pokeballs rolls over to Psyduck, who basically captures itself, and honestly I just feel sorry for it. Like, nobody wanted it anyway, and now it's stuck in a group that doesn't want it around. Misty's angry because she caught Psyduck, but she doesn't want it. But why doesn't she just release it then? The narrator congratulates Misty on catching Psyduck, and she yells at him not to. But thinking about it, if they're aware that the narrator exists, wouldn't that make every dump they take really uncomfortable? You know what I mean though? They're just sitting there like, don't you dare tell the audience what's happening right now. And we end the episode on this shot of Psyduck in its Pokeball, and honestly, it looks like a horrible existence. Like, is it really just in this dark purgatory the whole time? I'm surprised that all captured Pokemon aren't insane if this is what their existence is like. Now then, on to the giveaway. So Yuki, a trade network that supports the UK gaming industry, has been running a campaign called Play and Talk. The aim of the campaign is to combat loneliness, which is something we've all felt at one time or another, and a lot of us have been feeling it throughout lockdown. Now, of course, one game in particular that I've found helps to combat loneliness is Pokemon, because it encourages communication, it encourages interaction, what with trading and battling and things like that. So in the spirit of that, my friends over at NintendoUK have given me the opportunity to do this giveaway for you guys, where one of you can win a Nintendo Switch Lite in either yellow, grey or turquoise with Pokemon Sword and with the Sword and Shield expansion pass. The expansion pass, of course, will include Isle of Armor that's out right now, but will also include Crown Tundra when it's available later this year. Head over to the giveaway link in the description and find out all the ways to enter, because there are multiple things you can do to gain multiple entries into the giveaway. For example, you'll get 3 entries into the giveaway just for following Yuki on Twitter. You can gain an extra entry just for going to the Ask About Games page dedicated to Play and Talk, and so on. In fact, you can even gain an extra entry just by following me on Twitch, because one of the things our community has been doing to combat loneliness during lockdown is we've been hanging out in my streams at 7 PM UK time every day over on Twitch. One small thing, this giveaway is only available to people in the United Kingdom, but that's because the prize is being supplied by NintendoUK. After midnight on the 4th of July, one winner will be chosen, and I'll be sending that person's email over to NintendoUK so that they can get in contact with you to arrange delivery. So to everyone that enters the giveaway, good luck! So those are the WTF moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 27, Hypno's Nap Time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Tell me your favorite WTF moments or any I missed down in the comments below. I'm gonna go get cold. I need some ice or something. It's really, really warm. Till next time, guys, enter the giveaway if you're in the UK. I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.